Hello, everyone. This is Ronnie, and we got Mr. Chad in the other window. It's like Hollywood Squares or something like that. But here today, Pickers Church on a Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. I think, right?
Yeah, I
Something like that. You just
I
gotta
know.
go backwards.
No,
I might have forgot a time zone in there somewhere, but
I know Central Time and Eastern because Eastern is 1 hour ahead of me. That's it. That's all I know. That's all I care about.
uh, we're gonna have a little topic for later for a little bit, but we'll just sit here and chat. Sorry we started a little late. Uh, had a little issue, but we're
Yep.
back on track like two cats. What's up, Mr. Chad? How's your week been going, brother?
Been going good. Taking a lot of us time. Had a really great month, and that enabled us to take a chill a little bit. I mean, we're still, buying some stuff and listening to some stuff, good quality stuff, but which I'm sure we'll get into later about, with our topic, how we personally deal with it. So, hey, what's up, Pete? Chris Carone. But yeah, it's been a good week. We went out on a limb today and I'm going to want to ask the people in the chat for some help on this because we haven't done any more research on it. And you might know something about it too, Ronnie. So don't let me forget about that. We may have a live video like crash and burn buy that we paid up for. So it was a gut thing, kind of. Yeah.
I guess we'll have to find out later tonight.
Yeah. I did find something pretty cool. Plastic, cheap. It's an old 35 millimeter camera, as you guys can see. Why would I buy this? Typically, I would not. The only reason why I did, and I don't know if it's worth anything, but maybe some of you gamers out there, it's just that little logo right there. That little logo is why I bought that. I think it'd be a good shelf piece for somebody's collection. I don't know who put it out. I mean, it's Nintendo 64. It's definitely dated, right? It's a cheap 35 millimeter camera, but I picked it up. I mean, I think it was like 50 cents. It was worth just like, you never know. You never know. So it's the graphics on it. That's that little thing right there is the only reason why I bought it. And I don't know. We'll see. How many of you gamers out there would like to have that on your shelf? That might help.
Nobody.
Maybe get lucky on that one. I don't know. It was just totally. But this other thing that we bought, I'm a little worried about. So what about you, man? You're alone now, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I think my wife is watching, actually. I don't know. Honey, if you're watching, say something in the chat. I don't know if she is or not. But yeah, I mean, it's different. It's hard to focus, but there's a lot going on too. I got my taxes done, like the final today, send them in tomorrow. So, well, I did the business part had to be done last month by the 15th. As now, I think my personal has to be in by the 18th. So it's not that bad. But
Yep.
Don't like paying taxes. You gotta pay. Uncle Sam wants his money. I don't get a return. I pay. It's part of business, I guess. Make money, pay money. Could always be worse, I guess.
Yeah. Aaron Austin says, I hope your wife and her mom are doing okay, Ronnie. It's a tough one. Yeah.
It definitely is. She had another MRI today, and just going through the motions, getting stuff done. I think she starts treatment Monday, so that's good. Hopefully goes well.
Yeah. Well, now's the time to, I guess, if you're gonna have a slow time, now's the time for Gretchen to take her trip.
Well, definitely. I mean, the slow time, calm. We still got a little bit of time before it gets a little slow. I think right now it's. I mean, I guess we can get into the topic a little bit of, we're talking about summer. I know for clothing sellers and clothing sellers. I mean, just eBay drops off, and I'll show some stuff later to back up my. But in the past, I mean, there's no way to control it really either. You can't control it; it just happens. It's like the roof. There's just the traffic is not there. People are caught up with doing too much stuff, and majority of my slower months are usually the summer, which is usually June and July. Some sort, either sometimes May, sometimes August, but always June and July.
So you're actually talking about, so you're going into it and you're looking at actual traffic. You're basing this off of traffic to your listings compared to different times, right? Because just to say I didn't sell as much, you can't really take that and say, well, it's the buyers have stopped buying. But I mean, if you're going into, look, this is the kind of traffic that I'm used to, and it's during this particular time, it's like really down, then I think that's more substantive than just saying my sales. Because I can't make that statement because I'm on such a roller coaster with the way I run things, because we're more just as interested in free time as we are making money. So that's why it's a real roller coaster thing. It's when we put it in gear is when we make the money. But how do you gauge whether or not it's slow for you?
I know it's slow for me because it's clothing, and I'll show you a little thing. You're gonna have to watch the chat because I'm gonna have to go into a screen share, homie.
Okay, we can do that. What's up, Garage Flips? Maggie Doodle, Angie Treasured Vintage. There's Noah Pardee. Some of the crazy picker life. 1/3. Silver hair.
How to do the screen share. Okay, here we are. So, you can go to this area right here on your eBay page, and it's the growth thing. And if you went here, and you can search by category, and people have talked about this in the forward. This has been around for a few months now. You can put in like here, sport coat, words, and you can put in blazer right here, and it'll show you right here on this graph the sales on eBay. You see that? It's right here, and you can see right here that summer months it dips down for a little while, and it starts to pick back up in September, October. But November to looks like around here, and it's starting that downward, spiral. And you can put in other items too, because like jeans, for instance, we're gonna go to men's jeans. Same thing. Right there is that slow down period. But if you look at other items for, say, casual shirts, put in golf shirts, casual shirts, for instance, they're the opposite. Casual shirt is basically a large, extra large, probably short sleeve or long sleeve, but those seem to sell for the most part. More majority here, the March to September, with them slowing down, picking back up, but they drop right there in February for whatever reason. It's like, and you could kind of do this and get an idea for so many different items. Like,
see, I would think something like electronics would be just high. There was never a real slow, slow down time.
Something Sony receiver, recorder. Stereo receiver, I guess. There it's in the spring, and it drops off too.
Yeah,
as you see here, and it starts to pick back up. But I mean, it depends on what you're finding. I mean, Starbucks mugs. I gotta do this star. I bet you Starbucks mugs are very popular for only a little period of time. Like, yeah, I mean, look, they are basically low, and then Christmas comes. It seems like, or
Yeah.
and in January they just slow down. That is crazy, right there. I mean, that basically doubles in sales. And look at this app right here. Price breakdown: 83% are under $20.
Yeah.
Like calculators, I bet you like the same thing. TI 85 calculators. I mean, yeah, I mean everything has an ebb and flow
Right
going
before
up and down.
college starts. Right before
Yeah,
college starts, right there is when
it
where
jumps
they
up
pick up.
and it goes back down. So I mean, everything has its.
Yeah, I guess it would just really depend on what you're selling and how much of an effect does the industry slowdown affect you. So, and this is really good, Ronnie, because you just showed people what to expect. It's going to get slow when it comes to certain things. Now, it's no secret. Is it going to affect you in your business? Or because you have a whole year, it's like, Christmas is coming, so you save all year for Christmas. Well, you should do the same thing for a slow period that is coming. It may or may not, affect your sales. I don't even look at that because I'm so inconsistent with our selling. I don't know. I just think if I think it's slow for me, I'm just going to put more work into it and it averages out,
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things like I mean, it just most people were saying. I mean, I got an argument with somebody just a few days ago, and it kind of made me think about this a little bit. That clothing shouldn't die off because people don't buy on their computers anymore. So much of it's on mobile, and it's like people just don't buy clothes for whatever reason. The data and the history is always the same, and I can go back because last year was not an accurate year for me because I took the summer off. So I went back to 2015 and looked at my sales. My best month was 13,800 in. It was in March last year. 2015, March and April were extremely good months. In September, my three worst months were all around the same, somewhere in the high 8 to 9, low 9,000s were May, June, and July. And then I look at last year's slowest months were June, July, and August. So history would show me that my slowest months, and going off the history of doing this full time now for 2.5 years, I can go back and say, okay, I know and can expect that drop off because I'm still selling the same stuff.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. I mean, it's just what it is. As someone like the Crazy Picker Life, I think you're probably selling more camera stuff, I would think, in the spring and the summer, probably, because that's when people are outside. That's when people are taking pictures, probably.
They're
I
saying
can just guess.
Their best months are January and February, he said.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong. I don't know shit about cameras anyway.
Well, I mean, it just really depends. And most people know when their sales are better than when they're not. And they do. They really concentrate on the camera, the vintage type cool stuff. So
they got so many different things and sell so many different things. I think one picks up for the other when it's slower, and instead of just being specifically one niche,
and that's how I think I am, where it picks up. It's just, or it doesn't.
I mean, for me, I supplement it with yard sale stuff, and yard sale stuff for us, for the most part, can pick up. And and when I mean yard sale stuff, I mean anything that's not a piece of clothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what people consider hard goods or whatever. I mean, whatever. It could be anything from camera lenses to luggage to whatever I find and pick it up.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing your garage sale, yard sale stuff because that's really, since you've moved back out of the warehouse, I just haven't seen as much of that stuff because you would have a table full of just cool stuff. Not that your clothes aren't cool and
No, no,
all,
no, no, no. The
but
yard sale stuff is so much more different though, and
yeah,
it's more interesting. You just never know. Um, you just never know what you're gonna find at yard sales. That's the thing. Last year was a rough yard sale season. It was a rough season yard sale wise.
now,
I
were
don't
you
know.
out of the warehouse last year?
Yeah, I moved out in February,
Okay, so
February or March, somewhere right around there. It was still. I remember it was still cold and it was still icy because I fell putting stuff in the moving stuff.
yeah.
It was. We decided to leave. One of the days we decided to leave, there was ice and snow everywhere.
Somebody's getting big. Oh,
Hey, little girl,
she's a runner, man.
runners. She's been
Yeah,
running the Boston Marathon. It's coming up next week.
yeah.
Or is it this week?
Say hi,
Oh no, it might be tomorrow.
Miss Addie. Says
No,
hi
maybe
to
it's. I don't know
everybody.
when it is.
Yeah.
Whatever Patriot Day is. When's Patriot Day? Anybody here from Massachusetts?
Yay!
Yeah, I saw that movie, Ronnie. That was pretty cool. Sad though.
Say bye. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye. Blow them kisses. Mwah!
Oh,
Mwah!
she's smart because she's my granddaughter. Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
month's like a
she's-
good month for Pete.
Man, Pete was telling us the other day that he had a great week.
Mac.
I mean, it's like, holy cow. But yeah, it's something to achieve for.
Mac.
So if you don't know who Pete the Craigslist hunter is, you need to Google or search it on YouTube and follow Pete.
If you don't know who he has more subscribers than everybody.
Hey, you never know. If we can pull in one or two for him, huh. He's good people. Good people.
Yes, sir. But you know, I mean, it's good to understand that there's the possibility of the slowdown because you know that 1 year I was prepared for it. Last year I was all right. Last year I did more on Amazon actually in the summer. You know, that picked up for it. So
Yeah. I don't know. Just with me, it's the harder I work, the more money I make. That's just all it comes down to.
well, it's different stuff too. You know,
Yeah.
and I think that's the thing. I think you know, I just want to let people know, especially all the clothing sellers, you know, that jumped into this third and fourth quarter and they're like, hell yeah, we're doing great. You know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what happened? You know, they get a slow week or two slow weeks. It's like you got to be prepared for it. Unfortunately, I mean, it's good if you have the money. You can still just go out and pick stuff and be ready for fourth quarter and build a bigger, beefer inventory. You know, but it's just about picking right too. Pick the stuff that it's hard because you know shorts sell. You know, we're talking about casual shirts. We're talking about probably swimsuits and stuff like that sell, but you don't get good money for that kind of stuff. You know, unless you're selling like Burberry and Louis Vuitton and bathing suits, you probably ain't making that much money off of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like I find a pair of shorts that are even worth picking up for $7, $6 to sell them for what, 20? It's not. Can't do it.
Yeah. Pete only lies to his competition. Oh, that's funny.
But how is everybody in the chat today? Got Swamp Picker, Coco Chanel. Chanel? Is that Chanel? Whatever.
Chanel. Yeah.
Garage Flips, Lonnie. Lonnie makes more videos. I'm kind of depressed right now. I am not getting that many videos. Also, Noah, tell your father, get on the ball. I need some videos.
Yeah.
And Chad doesn't even make videos anymore. I'm like,
Dude,
feeding him.
we made video today. We made a video today. I didn't want to upload it today because I didn't want it to walk all over our show.
But you made a video like a week ago too. That you
I
haven't put up
did,
yet.
and I didn't upload it. But and see, and this is something. No, I was watching Prof Sales. This is something good, guys, to hear. I was watching Prof Sales. I believe it was yesterday, and he was talking about that line that content creators, have, that they don't want to like step over that line because you're afraid your viewers won't like it. Okay, so if we made a video today that really wasn't super related to reselling, but it was about a positive life, which we all can relate to that. So sure, there might be some people that might get upset that it's like not reseller related, but he had a really good point there, and I've been hesitating posting those, but I'm going to start doing it. And I need to call him and talk to him about that. By the way, I told him I was going to call, but yeah, he's got a good point there. So not that we're going off and starting up, a hair channel or something, we're not going to, but yeah.
I like I've always said, my channel will go and it can change into whatever it changes into, and if people don't like it, there's an unsubscribe button. See you later. Bye. Thank you for coming. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't. If people are okay with it, I wouldn't be like there was a channel I watched on YouTube about these people that do camping, and that was a big part of they had like 100,000 subscribers, and they changed the channel to something to do with like tiny house living, and then they changed to a smaller channel, their camping part, and it was like, what do you that's crazy to do that, what I mean? It was like, and I actually unsubscribed from them for that. I was like,
well, I mean, it's like
watching your other channel now.
we build a base on reselling, and then if I came out tomorrow and said, well, tomorrow I'm going to start pretty much doing a health and fitness channel. I mean, could you see me doing health and fitness?
That's a little different.
I mean, it's a whole lot different, and it's just I
mean, we've seen people selling on eBay go to be selling on Amazon. I mean, or vice versa. And then you've seen, I mean,
yeah.
Everybody changes. That's the thing. There's people that go, you change. No different than,
it's an evolution.
It's your channel is just going to wherever it's going to go and whatever your future holds for it. It's not like I'm going to be starting a fitness channel anytime soon.
Well, here's a good point somebody makes, and I'm going to disagree a little bit with her, but Susanna Hutcherson says it depends on if the content provider is qualified to discuss a topic as an expert has experience in it enough to be credible. I understand what you're saying, but a lot of times with what we do, by no means am I an expert in anything, but this is a journey that we're on. And just like I'm going to talk about this thing that we got today, and it may be a bad thing, it may be a good thing, but I am not qualified to talk on this item by no means. But see what I'm saying? So it's a journey with a lot of people. So I don't think that it has to be you have to be an expert in a field. I mean, trust me, there's some self-proclaimed experts out there or gurus, and but
I mean,
it's a journey.
I mean, the way I look at it is I'm not trying to sell anything.
Yeah.
To anybody. I mean, I'm not going to come here. I've only been doing this 4 years, 2 years part-time, 2 years full-time, almost 5 years probably. And there's no way I'm going to say I'm an expert or a guru only doing this 5 years. Like, what have I done between eBay and Amazon, $500,000 in sales? It's like, that is nothing. You have all these people that think they're going to come on here and, they're going to be business counselors for people and stuff, pay me $50 an hour or do this. And I don't, but it's like, for what? You've done this for a very short period of time. you get a little bit of a audience, and then all of a sudden you just wanna like a vampire.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
mean, and some people get good advice out of it, and then other people you hear don't. So there's not. I don't know, but I'm not that way, and I can't be that way. My channel was started to watch my progress, and I can look back. Now, I never thought there'd be 10,000 subscribers. I never thought there'd be 180 people watching me babble live. You know
yeah.
what I mean? I mean, it's one of those
It's
deals.
it's definitely a journey, isn't it?
It's crazy. And then you think about where it will be in another 5 years or something like that, and you're like,
I hope the second five's a lot easier than the first, man. They say it is. They say it is. But we'll see.
and it's hard. It's hard making videos for 4 years or so. I think we've both been on that journey and
Yeah.
making videos, and you don't even know what to make videos about anymore because
Yep.
you've already made every video twice, and or some people
But
that
you
know
just
talking about shipping, and you're like, I've talked about that 10 times already.
you go at your own speed, man. And there's going to be people that go a lot quicker. There's going to be people go a lot slower, and it is what it is.
But I mean, it's a good thing. I enjoy it. And I don't know how we got off on this tangent. Big word day today, tangent. Mr. Barry, what up, Barry?
All right, you wanna see if maybe you can help me. Maybe these people can help me on this. I saw this, and it was in a space bag, and it was taped up in a thrift store. Okay, and
Are
it
those
said
those horses, the
it
toy
said,
ones? They're like,
it said $125, and I'm like, holy crap! So I went to Kim, and I says, "What is this?"
are they
She goes,
Briar or whatever it is?
they're Breyer, Breyer. So I did a Google search. I mean, eBay, just a quick, because I couldn't get in there. I mean, I'm looking through the bag because they had it sealed good. I'm looking through the bag, and I'm like, I couldn't see any writing or stamp or anything. The only thing I have is them saying 18 Breyer horses, $125. And I'm like, holy cow. But I just did a basic search on eBay, and I'm like, holy cow, honey. Some of these are expensive. Some of them are cheap. So I don't know. And she goes, give me that bag. Oh, I'm not paying $125 for that. So she marched right over to the office, and she came back. I'm paying $125 for this. They would not budge, but they did give her a East because they put this as Easter, so she ended up $109. But there's some really cool ones.
So you'll double your money probably.
I don't know. I don't know. I may lose my.
What's that, about $6 a horse? $109 divided by.
I mean, the quality seems to be really good. I mean, I just don't know. There's different sizes, and there's a couple of the big ones that are rearing up on their backs, so I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how to. It does have the stamp. I did see the stamp on the inside the back thigh.
Do they have numbers or anything like that to them?
I couldn't find any, but when I looked on eBay, it would say like Breyer number 9308, and I'm like, well, I don't see any numbers.
So, like early in my eBay career, we sold a few of those, but they were new in box, and I don't even remember if we did good or not with them. I can't remember.
Well, I just remember,
that's how I kind of thought I knew what the brand was, but I don't think I would ever mess with them used, like outside the box.
Well, the ones outside the box, like this, it's like stands. It's like a bucker.
A stallion.
Yeah, there's two of them like that, but I don't, and he rests on his tail like that. So I don't know.
Where's all our Briar's experts over here? And I ain't talking about ice cream.
And we spent $109 on them. So we paid up, and I'm thinking 18 up. Surely we can get more than $10 a piece. So we can turn that 109 into 120 minus fees. We're not going to lose money, but look for beer cans, Chad.
I wonder
No,
if you could sell them as a lot. Would they sell better?
Chad,
Because that
is there
would
a white
suck
gray?
to sell one at a time.
Yes, this is white gray. It's white and it's got gray on the bottom. Is that what you mean? Like this one looks much older. Oh, there's a different stamp. Oh, there's a different stamp on this one, dude. Briar Reeves, which I don't know what that means. But I don't know if they're supposed to be a number. But that's not the same. This one looks a lot older than the others. So I don't know, dude.
You got Mr. Ed in there?
Huh?
You got Mr. Ed in that collection?
Do what?
Mr. Ed, the talking horse.
Oh. Stephen Baldwin says $109 is too much. You know, there's like 18 to 20 of them. So I think even the cheapest one around will get you $10 a piece. So, and I'm fairly certain ones like these go for a little bit more than $10 a piece.
12.
Local auction sells them at $50 each. But I agree, they really need to be in good condition. You know, and this is the type of stuff that I can like clean with a wet wipe or something. It's plastic. Your chestnut stallion should be about 20. What's chestnut?
Is that the one?
Oh. Well, I will let you guys know how it goes. And because I've had people tell me before, oh man, you overpaid. And then next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I overpaid. That I don't think we'll lose money. So I will say, but I'm just being honest with you. We couldn't see them, like pull them out and look each one up or anything like that. But so you just have to take a chance, and we took a chance.
Freaking horses, dude.
Somebody said I'd hang myself if I had to research all that. Oh, but see, by the time I'm done, I will be proficient in Briar horses, and I will know which ones bring the really good money. I don't think these aren't recent, Pete. That you could tell they have age to them. I'm thinking 70s, 80s, maybe. Were they making them back then? Just by the look of them.
I'm so disappointed, Chad.
The white one has sold for $100. See, right on.
I'm disappointed.
What? I have only listed 2 of those Le Creuset or whatever those are called. I've only listed 2, and I sold one of them, and I got the other 2. I sold the smallest one. Are they atomically correct? That one's not. I'd say maybe that one is, maybe a little bit.
I mean, I see some. How do you know though? Like which one's which? That's the thing.
What, male or female?
Come
I don't
on,
know.
Who asked that stupid question?
I have to learn how to date them and identify them. I'm sure there's the stamp that it has will give you some type, but I don't even know where to start. I haven't researched or anything to find out how to date them. I don't know if they date them by the molds, the position of the molds, or colors, or I just haven't even started to learn how to research it.
Yeah. I don't know. I looked for a few minutes, and I'm going to say good luck with that one, buddy.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and I guarantee
exciting. Watch the paint dry.
I will be proficient in these horses.
Someone said go to identify your briar. I guess that's a website.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me write that down. Identify your briar. Well, I guess they're popular enough. They have their own. See, this is where this white one, it's definitely got age to it because the detail on one side is not very good, but the other side, it's like very detailed. That's just a little weird. Oh, is that another stamp? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is new to me, guys. I am a rookie when it comes to this stuff. This one looks very crude, but old. It's because typical the briar has a circular stamp. This has like a rectangular stamp. See that rectangular stamp there? It says Briar Reeves, which I don't even know what Reeves is. Yep. Anyway, that's what we went a little deep on today. Took a chance on, so we'll see how it goes.
Get knee deep in horse shit.
Yeah.
Briar
probably,
poo-poo.
yeah. Briar horses, inspect each one very carefully using a loop for numbers. Some are worth hundreds each. There's numbers on those? I thought I looked pretty good, but I'll double check.
Well, you got to see where someone probably took a picture of it, and then you would know what to look for.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But that's it. I mean, well, it's a chance, and I'm excited about it. We've even got little ones, man.
My Little Pony.
Yeah, that's I guess it's called a colt. Isn't that what baby horses?
No idea, dude. I just want to own a barn. I don't want nothing to do with the horses in the barn. I just want to have a barn so I can hang signs on it and my eBay inventory inside it.
Yeah. See, I don't know where they would mark the little ones, the little horses, because yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to get a nice bright light and do some research. Will be fun. Sometimes the little ones go with one of the big ones. Very good. I think there might be a unicorn in there. I think they make unicorns. I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I would have bought that bag of briars in a heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, the price didn't really scare me. I mean, I'm assuming it was, but the price caused me to look them up and just see about, and then we just go from there.
I would have ran away from them. Would have been like,
Well, that's why they were still there when I showed up at 2 in the afternoon. So, because somebody says I ain't gonna touch them, which that may have been right to do, but we'll see.
make a whole video on it.
Yeah, I'll definitely do a video showing, you know, how I researched it and what became of what and all that. I picked up another one of these, Ronnie. Another $100.
Very
It's
nice.
like mint condition, and it came with 3 games: Nintendo 3DS XL, Super Smash Brothers 3DS, and a Zelda 3DS.
I think you'll get some good money for the games by themselves.
Yeah. Well, see, the last one I paid $100 for. I sold it, and this one I paid 100. Plus, I got 3 games, so white one is older. Yeah, I this white one looks just flat out looks older. The white and gray one.
Krillin, your question is the oldest car I ever sold was a late '60s Cougar that was a piece of crud. It had no engine. I and I thought it would be a good car to repair, but I think I broke even by the time I got into it and started messing with it.
Jason, you just brought up another thing. Kim and I is going to start doing a little bit of podcasts and stuff. Yep. It's true. What's an idea? Oh, Instagrammer. Yeah. I dated a late 60s cougar. Oh, I thought they were talking about the horses. Okay. Let's see here. We've got 214 people watching. Thank you for showing up tonight. If you like what we're talking about, feel free to hit that thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. Give Ronnie some love.
They said, what will your podcast be about?
It will be about everything, really, because Kim and I find ourselves talking a lot about certain things, and that could be a teachable moment, but we're not camera prepared, and but it's really easy to do a podcast. So it's something that we've been considering, and I tell you what, there's a lot of stuff we've been considering. And when I saw Prof Sales video yesterday, it talked to me, and it's one of these things like I was thinking the same thing he was thinking, and we didn't. I don't know. He brought it up, and I'm like, yeah, he's right.
I was confused on what he was talking about. I didn't finish watching it.
Well, he's talking about like the direction of,
I watched part of it this morning when I was shipping, but I only had 6 things to ship. So I shipped pretty quickly. It was like, I got sidetracked.
Yeah, my podcast will probably just be on YouTube. There just won't be any picture. So, yep.
Ronnie, once you pass Hartford, what route are you taking to the rally?
Oh, yeah.
My route will be along the Massachusetts Turnpike to the New York Turnpike to Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York will be my stay. I will stay in Niagara Falls and then swoop down. I think it's 8 hours. I don't know the route. Or you can go through part of Canada and come down through Michigan. I've kind of looked at it a few different ways.
Yep. Yes, Kim knows more about reselling than me. Yes.
Well, we've seen her fine, so we definitely do know.
Yeah. No, I have total respect for Kim's abilities, and I know she does mine. And, we're a team. So, a real team. Let's see.
I tried doing the whole podcasting with the wifey, but she bumped out on me.
Yeah. Dude, I hate to put you on the spot, but you're supposed to be giving away a couple tickets. What's the deal for the reseller rally?
Shitty shits.
Did you forget?
Got to give them away, but we got to come up with I got to come up with an interesting way to come up and on the spot like this.
Yeah, we don't want to pick a number between 1 and 215. That would be bad.
Yeah, I'll come up with one this weekend. I'll do it I'll do it somewhere, somehow. Come up with something interesting.
Let's shoot for Thursday night.
Thursday night?
Yeah. That'll give you 2 days, and you can do it whenever you want. I'll just talk on the radio all day.
What the hell is my wife talking about?
Is Gretchen watching tonight?
I don't know. I think she had company at the house.
Okay, we got any questions in the chat?
I guess they had company.
Let's see.
Oh, she was watching.
Very good. Below text. What's going on?
With some of her other family. Hey.
Nicole is giving away her 2 tickets tomorrow. She's had this thing going on. And my wife, the underdog reseller, says, my wife and I were going to try Amish country along the way while also sourcing at various Goodwills and Savers. That's going to be, I mean, that's what we're doing. I know Lonnie and Glenn are coming up. I think they're going to be doing some thrifting and stuff on the way. That's just how we are. I'm not going to take a big long trip without making money while I'm doing it. That's pretty much how we do it. But we love it. Let's
I guess they had a whole
here.
bunch of people at the house watching this.
Walking Picker has a question. Wednesday night, Kim and I really, we keep playing and we want to do the show before the Walking Picker show, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Central. But it seems like everything comes up. Like tomorrow, we're going to have Addie for half the day, and I'm not sure what's going on in the afternoon. So if nothing happens, then yes, Kim and I is going to do something tomorrow at 8 p.m. on our channel. What's your wife's favorite items to find? Kim likes to find anything. She likes to find shoes. I don't know, Ronnie. What kind of stuff does Kim like to find? She finds a lot of like weird stuff.
She sells everything that makes money.
Yeah, yeah.
I think she's good with clothing.
Yeah, she's really good at the. No, I haven't got into that DS. I got the new screen. I finally got the new screen for it, and I haven't messed with it yet. So I do need to get on that. Oh, goodness, Ronnie. I forgot to show you what I picked up, man.
Briar horses.
No. This was at the, hold on. This was at the flea market, man. These are all Seiko, vintage Seikos, and I have the boxes for them. But this one is these are all, they've never been used, worn. It was a jewelry or a watch dealer that had them, and I got the tags for them and everything inside. You know, tags are still hanging from them, but the cases they've been sitting so long and they got like corroded with dust and stuff. But this is a Seiko World Time alarm. I just had the battery put in it, and it still has the sticker on the back. And this is another one exactly like it. I mean, we're talking mint, unworn. I mean, see, this still has the label on the back, the sticker. And this one is it's a Seiko. I can't remember the model number, but it's one of the push button ones. And the gem. Remember how, Ronnie, I'm always talking about how the old watches with the red, not the LCD, but the LED light up. This is a Mito. Feel free to look it up, guys. It's a Mito gold, one of those red LED watches. And I gotta get the batteries for it. But even, I mean, this is a awesome awesome find.
I don't want to look up, so tell me.
It's MIDO.
No, tell me.
Tell you what the value?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
What do you mean? You want me to look it up? How inconsiderate.
I mean, you're talking a lot of these those original, I believe that's from 1970.
Wait, oh, isn't that like
78?
Administrational pill?
No, my MIDO.
Oh,
MIDO.
okay. And what was it? LED?
Yes, the red LED. Yeah, well, see, somebody says Mido. Nah, no, for this particular, yes, the
I only
Mido
seen
is,
one that sold for it looks like 380.
and it wasn't even working.
Yours works?
Not even working.
I don't see yours like that.
The Seikos are in, because they're actually new condition, and I'm considering buying some of the cases for them, probably 300 to 400 each in new unused condition.
There's one currently listed for 276 on sale, but it's pretty beat.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff is like that.
Very
Mido's
nice,
in mint
Mr.
condition.
Chadwick.
So, but yeah, he's got a couple more old Seikos that I'm going to go in there and try to, because all the stuff he has is like pretty much brand new, because he was talking about how he shut the store down in like 1980, and it's just been, it's in one of those cases. It's got dust all over it. It's like been at this flea market for like 30 years. And
see, I'm always hoping to come across a yard sale of somebody that had like a store in the 90s and they have like boxes and boxes of vintage Ralph Lauren and Tommy Hilfiger. That's what I want to come across.
Yeah.
I've come across people that had stores with hats and gotten, 20 hats at a time or something like that. But I mean, it would be crazy to find something like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, give me a few bucks. And be like, how much for the whole box? Much better than horses.
We'll see. We'll see, Pete. I will find out exactly what these horses are worth, and I'll come back and tell you if it was a bomb. Then I'll tell you it was a bomb.
How much did you pay on the watches?
The watches I paid for the month $240 for all 4 watches.
Okay.
So I mean, he knew what he had, and the thing is he was going because the stickers for the new watch, like the Seikos, the 2 that were alike, I think it's got the price for $149. So, that was back then. Nowadays, that watch, brand new, is going to bring a lot more than $149 in its original new condition. So,
here's a question for you, Mr. Chadwick. What are your thoughts on having a booth in an antique vendor mall? You had one. I've never had one. I've looked into it, but
I did have one. And if you have a problem with people scamming you on eBay, don't even think about having a booth someplace, because people will steal from you. And the people running the shop, or the antique mall, they don't care if you get stolen from. They're going to say that's just a part of the business. Stuff gets broke. I don't know. I don't like it. The local setup like this, it's just, I don't know. I just look at it as a storage unit, a place to store your stuff, because I go to the places and I just don't really buy from them.
A lot of the ones where I go, maybe I'll go tomorrow to a few of them. Maybe not.
I think if you were
the same shit over and over and over.
I think if you're considering doing that, what you need to do is take about 3 months in a row, every weekend, going and setting up at your local flea market. And then if you like the way that works, then consider it. So, and anymore, the prices are going up for these booths per month, and the spaces are getting smaller and smaller. So,
Those are places near us. They charge a pretty good penny for it. Like one was,
and then they charge a commission on each item you
I was gonna
sell.
say one was I think $600, and then it was either 10 or 20% or something. And I was just like, I mean, some people, make it work. Like, I think it works for Bonafide Hustler. Last I knew, he still has his, and then the kid that used to do it, Brett Ott, I mean, I believe he still has 2 or something like that. So, I mean, I guess maybe it depends on finding the right location, finding the right traffic,
and you've got
selling
to
the
make
right
sure,
stuff.
Yeah, you got to make sure that the business is doing right, because they are supposed to collect sales tax on your behalf and pay those sales taxes. We got nailed by the Indiana IRS because they never paid our sales tax on our behalf, and we never saw it. And it was supposed to be just totally done through them, but finally, they ended up saying, yeah, they're supposed to be paying the sales tax. So
It's a dream car right there. 4-door Maserati. I think it's called a quadruport.
oh yeah,
It's like a dream car. They go for like 150 new, and you can buy a 4-year-old one for like 40 grand.
yeah. Hey, Scott35, hit me up on Facebook. My name is Chad Pagel. I might have a question for you on this Mido. I'll just get a hold of you, and maybe we can.
What I always wanted to sell was I always wanted to set up in Brimfield and sell.
Oh, you got to have good stuff to do that, though, don't you? I mean, really good stuff.
I'll get 100 signs going in my truck and go down there and party it up.
Yeah,
but I just, you'd have to do it in May, I think, because August would be a terrible time to be out in the sun for 4, 5, 6 days.
Yeah.
And then my brother's out there, get my brother to help out. But and then this the September show. The September show can be hot too.
Yeah, Noah, you're right. The old LED watches, but if you get one that's in excellent condition and it's working, we're talking some moolah, because people just want them.
It must be like people in Silicon Valley or something.
No, man, it's anybody that grew up, remembers that stuff. And they were almost like they were expensive, but they're cheap. They're just look so cheap. And oh, you picked up a sign today, Ronnie?
No, I got one in the mail actually.
From Square?
No, that sign I gotta come and pick up.
Right on.
I got a few more coming too. Gotta pick them up.
Very good.
Getting my hoard back together. I even got another trolley counter thingy. I like those. I don't know what for. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If I take a little trip, I'm going to pile signs in the back of my truck. Got any signs?
Yeah.
Drive by somebody's house, be like, okay, hold on. Make a U-turn.
Hey, Jossie's got a good question for you. Do you look at the personal eBay store metrics, or is it worth the time? Mine does not show any sales lift from the store, all zeros. I think your store may be a waste of funds right now. Well, as far as the store, I mean, you've got to decide whether it's going to work for you or not. How many items are you listing compared to paying per listing to get them listed, and then your benefits from having a store. And that's just, you need to make a determination.
Yeah, I mean, what's the lowest store you can get is $30? I mean, or unless you have probably at least 100 items and it's making, I would say $1,000. I wouldn't. I don't think it's necessary to have a store.
Yeah.
Um,
And some people can do 20,000 a month and don't have a store, Pete. Yeah. So when does the slow time start? Somebody asked. It pretty much, I don't know. When the way I see it is when people go on vacation is when I go on vacation.
that's what I did last year.
Yeah.
June is usually the month where it's starting to drop a little bit down. That now it's starting to go down, but it's still really decent to probably mid-May, I would say, the end of May. Then I think once June comes, between people getting out of school, graduations, either college and high school, I think just all chaos opens up. Usually, it's when people start their vacations and stuff like that. The wheels just come off in July, usually. It's like
Denim Labels just said it. Somebody says, when's the slow time start? They says all year long if you don't buy the right stuff. And that's true. That's just flat out true. I mean, it can be totally dead out there, but if you're buying the right stuff at the right price and you can, put it out there, and so it's gonna sell. I don't care if it's the slowest time of the year or not. If it's a desired item at a good price, it's gonna sell. It's going to sell. Just like these horses are going to sell.
oh, you and your horses.
Yeah. I'm sure people will start making jokes about that here soon.
But I think that's about it. Anybody else have any other questions? Krillin, I read somewhere that he actually has a Ferrari too. A few years ago.
Krillin does?
No, the guy he was talking about that has the eBay store luxury swap.
Oh.
He's like a high-end men's clothing seller, but he does like majority. He used to do all auctions, but he's actually started to mix in a lot of buy it nows.
Mm-hmm.
But it still runs probably 200 auctions or more a week.
Bingo. Okay.
So I mean, Yvette's question. So what do you do as resellers to help boost your sales during the summer months? I mean, there's basically no way to keep your sales at an even keel all year. I mean, you're just going to have to kind of deal with it. There's ebbs and flows. It's going to go up and down. It's a roller coaster. You could kind of, get it a little bit closer by getting things outside of clothing if that's what you're doing. Or look for things that certainly are going to sell at a higher rate in the summer versus fall. But for the most part, I mean, it's just part of the game.
Yeah. Underdog reseller. Anybody meeting up that Friday before the rally? There's nothing official going down, but yeah, we'll be there. So
Actually, remember, there's something going on that Friday before.
yeah.
But okay. All right, everyone. See you guys later.
Have
Any
a
last
good one,
words?
guys. Take that leap of faith sometimes. Maybe it'll pay off. Maybe it won't.
Just buy the right shit, everybody, and stuff will sell hopefully for you. Have a good night. See you again. Adios. Bye-bye. So let me say goodbye to all my family that's been watching in the Dominican Republic. By Kristen, Loricho, Josemil, Marita, Gretchen, love you. See you guys later. Have a good night.